Hi guys, I've had a couple of guys tell me that I shouldn't be using the dev console in my videos. So today I'm going to show you how to set up Visual Studio Code with Salesforce. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to head on over to the Visual Studio download page. I'll put the link on the description of the YouTube video. First thing I'm going to do is download the x64 user installer. It's about an 86 meg download. Head over to my downloads folder and double click the install file, and we'll go through the usual install phases. We won't launch that for now. Next thing we need to do is install SFDX CLI. Click the download for Windows x64 in my case. That install file will download. It's also about an 80 meg install file. Go to our downloads folder and install the SFDX CLI. This could take a while to extract all the files. Cool, so that's the installation of Salesforce DX CLI complete. If you want to verify that it's installed, just open up your command prompt up in SFDX and you should see the version that you've installed. Cool, so we're almost there. Now we need to open up Visual Studio Code. Click on the Extensions tab on the left and search the extensions in Marketplace for Salesforce Extension Pack. I'm going to click on the one with the most downloads and published by verified salesforce.com. Click install. You can see installing on the left. You'll see all of these components installed with it: Apex, Visualforce, Aura Components, Interactive Debugger, Lightning Web Components, SLDS Validator, Apex Replay Debugger, and so forth. It takes a short time to install. Still installing, and when installing disappears, you know the extension pack is installed. So at this point all your software setup is complete. Now it's time to create our first project in Visual Studio Code. To create a new project, click View, Command Palette, type SFDX, Create Project with Manifest. I'm going to click the standard project template and type a project name, use an appropriate one in your case, and click enter. I'm gonna then select a location for the project and click create project. I'm gonna trust the authors of all the files in the parent folder test project since I created it, and at this point I'll have a blank folder structure in Visual Studio Code. The files are created in my project location. Now it's just a matter of connecting to our Salesforce org. Our project is ready on the local machine. Let's go back to our command palette, click View Command Palette, and we're going to type Authorize. I'm going to authorize an org, and I'm going to choose a production login to my Trailhead org. I'll give that org an alias of Trailhead org. At this point the CLI will start up a login. I'll type in my credentials. We'll need to allow the Salesforce CLI access, and that will authenticate. Let's go back to our Visual Studio Code. Finally, we'll go to the manifest folder on the project, click package XML. So the manifest file contains all the metadata types that it's going to pull from the org. You can see the Apex class, Apex components, and Apex pages here with some other metadata types. We will right click on the package XML file and say retrieve source in manifest from org. See that successfully ran. If we go to the Force app main default folder, we can see all the classes that are in the org. Now let's deploy one of these components. Let's open up any class in the org under the classes folder. Let's just make any change here, save that, and then right click on the class and click deploy this source to the org. You see an error coming up. It says component conversion failed. This directory does not contain a valid Salesforce DX project. Just close and restart Visual Studio Code. When you've restarted Visual Studio Code again, right click on the class, click SFDX deploy the source to org, and you'll see a success. You've deployed this changed Apex class into your org you connected to. And that's a very quick explanation of how to set up Visual Studio Code with Salesforce. If you liked the video, please hit like and subscribe for my next update.